Alright, welcome back to chapter 2.2. In this video we're going to talk about scene creation so that we can use those scenes to import into layout to create our working drawing. So what our final goal is to make a working drawing that we could hand to a machinist. So let me show you what that is. Alright, so I'm just going to open this one up. This is what we're trying to create, something very similar, maybe a little bit more elegant. This is pretty nice, but we're going to try something a little different. So our goal is to create some nice presentation and working drawings to give to a client. So what is a scene? Basically what a scene is, you take a snapshot in a specific moment and then you import that into layout, and that's what it uses as its reference. So we need to create these scenes. Now there's a standard process that I use. Everyone can create their own way, but this seems to be the fastest, most convenient way. And I'm going to share that way with you guys. So, notice right now we're in the 3D printing style. Our goal is to get a style that looks like this, which is called hidden line. Not every view is going to be this way, but 99% of them are. But I'm going to go back to this 3D printing style. So first let's create our scenes. Now first we need to create a scene that we can always edit in, and I'm going to call this one the default scene. This one always is where we can do all our edits. And the first thing I'm going to do before I update anything is Control-Shift-E, that zoom extents, that puts it in a really good position. If I move it over here and then hit Control-Shift-E, it puts it back in the exact same position. Then I'm going to right click and hit update. Okay. Alright, now we need to create more scenes. We need our top, our front, our right, our section, our ISO, and our view A. So I'm going to go ahead and name each one of these respectfully. So top, and then I'll go through and name them all. Okay, I went ahead and renamed all of our scenes correctly. And notice each scene is up here. If I click on it, it's all in the same zoom extent. Now before I continue, one thing you might be wondering is, where the heck did the wood base go? Well, all I did was I used the move tool, select the midpoint, and I ran it along the x-axis 25 units behind this part. And then I just put it in hiding. We don't always need it visible, but I don't want to delete it either. So you never know when that base will come in handy. Alright, so I'm going to click on default again. Okay, now the rule of thumb with creating scenes is when you create them and you get the view that you want, don't change it. Update the scene and then use your standard views right here. So this is the ISO. I'm going to click top. Okay? And then if I click front, right, everything should be where they need to be. You can do it that way, or the way that I choose to do it. So I start from default, and then I click on the top view, and I'm going to do Control-Shift-E. That will do zoom extents all the way into here. Now yours actually might look like this. Some people like that, some people don't. This is perspective, where you can see what it actually looks like if we were looking down with our own eyes. But for real CAD drawings, we're going to do parallel projection. Okay, this is all fine and dandy, but we need to make sure that each one of these has that drawing style on it. So what we're going to do is, if you hold Control and click each one of these besides default, then we're going to go to styles, and we're going to go to hidden line, and then we're going to go back to scenes, and we're going to click update. And right here, style and fog. So it's going to update the entire scenes. Okay. Now notice the thumbnails, they're all that way except default. So let's click on default. Then we're going to click on top view. Then to make all our other views, what we're going to do is do Control-Shift-E, zoom extend, and we're going to right click and hit update. Now that one is perfectly updated. If I click on front, notice it's going to back out. So Control-Shift-E again, and now click on front view. Control-Shift-E, okay. That squares it up. Update. Okay, click on the right, and then up here click on the right, and then Control-Shift-E, and then update. And this is all you do. Then our section, we will deal with that in the next video. And then our ISO view, let's do this one, Control-Shift-E, right click, update, then view A. So how do we get this one? Well, excuse me, sorry. We need to double click the component to get on the inside, click this face, right click, align view. Now we're perfectly in that view. Control-Shift-E to zoom extent, right click, update. Now we can go through and see each individual view. We don't have to mess with the camera, the zooming, or the panning. Control-Shift-E is the way to do it. So now then, when we import these into our layout, everything will be perfect and square. So when we use scaling on one, the scaling will work for all the others, because zoom extents sets the camera exactly at a specific point. Okay, well, that is all there is to it. What is this section cut? I did not add this. Let's go ahead and delete that. I must have accidentally did that. Okay, so everything is done for our scenes. This is all there is to it. Basic, easy process. Alright, so now it's time to move on to creating a section cut. I'm going to be dealing with this particular scene, and we're going to make an awesome section cut that shows the hatch marks. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.